But to this, none can compare. Trying to figure what to think. Because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station rules the nation.
Pinky Lou, me pants them not tight up on me like I use. Pinky Lou, me pants them not tight up on me like I use. Cause, you know, the other day my wife used to go to Citywide Laundromat and she changed and go to one of them bigger laundromat. But now she gone back at Citywide Laundromat, located at 277 East 3rd Street in Mount Vernon. I mean, I tell the people, me pants them start fit, yeah! You want now? Pinky Lou? Pinky Lou, my pants them not tight up on me like a you. Yes, my pants them start to fit, them start to have shape, my clothes them start to look good. Since you start to go back to Citywide Laundromat, located at 277 East 3rd Street in Mount Vernon. And you can call them right now. Their telephone number is 914-663-1738. 1738.
Quicklink Home Repair is available for all your home repair needs. We specialize in sheetrocking, roofing, tiling, plumbing, and even building new homes. We are fully licensed and fully insured for Westchester and all of New York State. We also have licensed electricians and plumbers. Do you own land? We offer financing services to build your new home. Before you call anyone else, stop and think and give us a call at Quicklink.
Their telephone number is 914-338-6417, 914-338-6417. Give them a call, 914-338-6417.
So now you know, for a construction company, you don't have to think. With Quicklink Construction, you're fully linked.
Hello, Kevin. You ever hear about Index Universal Life?
No, what that?
Well, we all know saving for a rainy day is good, but if you really want to get the most out of your saving, here's an account called IUL, Index Universal Life.
So, how this work? Or where we can get such an account?
An Index Universal Life account is offered by insurance companies and will give you more benefits than any other place where you can save.
Yeah man, okay, sounds good. But how it work?
By saving $1 a month monthly in the Index Universal Life account, you can get excellent growth on your money, safety of your funds, tax advantages when you're ready to withdraw, and with every Index Universal Life account, you will have life insurance that pays out money for qualified illnesses as well as death benefits to your family in case of death.
Yo, that's a lot of information. And I wasn't writing.
No worries, man. For more information or to start an Index Universal Life account, call 718-772-7679 and ask for Ione. Remember, call Ione at 718-772-7679 and ask about the Index Universal Life account.
Okay, got it. Call 718-772-7679.
Yeah, man. Call Ione 718-772-7679. Ask about the Index Universal Life account.
Are you looking for a way to ship your valuables to Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean islands? Well, guess what? It's all about Quality One International Shipping Express Corp. They provide a one-stop, hassle-free, customer-friendly environment, quick and efficient service guarantee. Quality One does sailing to Kingston, Montego Bay, and the entire Caribbean. Shipment includes barrels, boxes, crates, motor vehicle, motorcycle, household appliances, furniture, anything you want to ship. Quality One International Shipping Express Corp can ship it. Quality One is located at 3913 Dyer Avenue in the Bronx. That's 3913 Dyer Avenue, Bronx, New York. Or you can find them at 941A Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Telephone number for the Bronx location is 718-231-1909. Or give them a call in Brooklyn. Number is 718-484-0917. So if you're looking for a safe and a dependable way to send your valuables to the Caribbean islands, check out Quality One International Shipping Express Corp.
I need some tax to be done and I don't know where to go. Where can I go to get that?
Call Taxman Shippy, man.
Yeah, but I also have income tax also.
Him do the same thing to man. Shippy, man. Just call 718-231-2058 and him deal with all of the tax, man. I tell you.
Wait. You're telling me that he does income tax, corporation tax, payroll tax, sales tax, all in one at one place? Taxman Shippy, is that where I can get everything I need?
Definitely, man. Go right down there. Him deal with my thing too, you know.
Does he do bookkeeping?
Trust me. Just call him, man. Let me get the number, man. 718-231-2058. Yeah, man. And just ask the Taxman Shippy and tell him, say, you need your tax deal with me, brother.
Whoa. His number is 718-231-2058.
Yes, I am. See him place in I Bronx, the man. Taxman Shippy. Just call him up.
But I don't have my phone on me. Do you have an address?
Yeah, man. Them address are 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. National accounting firm for all your taxation and auditing. 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. Derek L. Shippy. You could call him at 718-231-2058 or 917-652-0803. Or you could fax them at 718-231-2067.
I love doing my taxes. When springtime comes, don't you?
New York, I introduce the best ice cream factory located in Mount Vernon, 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Call and place your order at 914-699-1349. We also do delivery from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have the most Jamaican flavors: grape nut, pistachio grape nut, rum and raisin, Jamaican rum and raisin, sour milk ice cream, sugar-free ice cream, stout ice cream cake, peach grape nut, and more. Also check out Papa Deli's right next door. When you talk about jerk chicken, jerk pork, roast fish, fried fish, and roast corn, contact me at 914-699-0145. Also check out our juice bar with our smoothies, boosters, mash, and therapy juices. 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Ice cream, jerk chicken, roast fish and corn, and over them you gone.
Come rave with us.
Come rave with us.
The Weekend Rave.
The Weekend Rave.
The Weekend Rave. The newest trendy hip hangout spot on radio.
Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. Saturdays 4 to 8 p.m. on Linkage Radio
101.7 and 104.5 FM with Booker Chromatic,
Jimmy Q from Echo Vibe Sound, and DJ Wizzy.
Tune in for the latest in entertainment news, the hottest songs in dancehall,
hip-hop,
reggae,
soca,
and more. Plus, we hang out and chat with artists and celebrities every week. It's a chill spot, a party spot, a vibes end. Tune in on Linkage Radio
101.7 and 104.5 FM. Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturdays 4 to 8 p.m. Check us out online at linkageradio.com and follow us on Instagram at The Weekend Rave.
The Weekend Rave. The Weekend Rave.
The Weekend Rave.
CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Call and place your order at 914-863-0188 or 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. Check out our menu. We have curry goat, curry chicken, fried chicken, brown stew chicken, jerk and stew pork, stew peas, oxtail, brown stew fish, $12 and upwards. Goes by order. Steamed fish, $12 and upwards. Also goes by order. Steamed vegetables. All meals come with white rice or rice and peas with vegetable. Check out the soup menu. We have chicken soup, red pea soup, seafood soup, goat head soup at CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Big up the top chef Conroy and his wife. Big up the 2 grill masters, Courtney and Ron. So remember to check out CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Have you ever experienced a bad workmanship? Someone who work at your house and you're not satisfied, but you can't find good help? Well, look no further. Quicklink Construction is a licensed general construction company that's fully insured for the 5 boroughs and Westchester. A one-stop construction company that will cater to your needs. Experience is what counts in this business, and we have the experience for more than 35 years. So if you need a paint job, call call us. If the roof is talking to you, call us. If your garage won't open, call us. If you need a new paint job, call us. If you try to do the work yourself and your wife won't talk to you, call us. 914-665-0106. Quick Link Construction. No job too big, no job too small. Just call us. 914-665-0106. 914-665-0106. We have the experience. Quick Link Construction.
And I know.
Pass me a flask, let me tell the things them. People never know the rum talk and me a sing them. Ali Brand the rum boss I represent. Remember Dill's rum, Butcher's wine and Spirit Inc. Of all of the alcoholic beverages you need. From a pink to a anchor. Moscato, Merlot, Hennessy, Douce, Tiger Bone, Ginseng, Rare Nephew rum, Appleton, Myers rum, Stone Ginger wine, Red Label, Taylor Port, Fairbanks, Mount Gay, Sangster, Rum Bar, Jamaica Brandy, Syrah, Grey Goose, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker and more. You're drinking or joking, open hours. Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Address 104 South 4th Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York 10550. It makes sense to save you dollars. Contact 914-699-7267. Email us at DutchessWineXpert@gmail.com. Must be 21 and over to drink. 40 minimum delivery. Drink responsibly.
Oh, plead my cause, oh Jah. I don't know what Julex I represent for Linkage Radio 104.5 FM. I deaf them.
When you are hungry, come to Kulu Ranun's Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Kulu Ranun's Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Are heard and people connect. Good evening, everyone, to my listening and viewing audience. Welcome to another edition of Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Aired inside the zone with Lady D, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I am your host, producer, and presenter, Lady D Denise Gomez. Thank you for joining me in my broadcast on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM. Inside of the Zone YouTube channel, Spice International Gospel Network, that is Side FM 88.9, Touch FM Radio 90.1, TouchFMRadio.com, and CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. I hope you're all doing well. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I'm doing good. I've had a good week so far. The highlight of this evening's program is my guest, Shannon Lewis. Shannon shares her inspiring story of her triumph over leukemia. The show also features Inspirational Zone, Music Zone, and Artist Zone, and is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Don't forget my hashtags. Hashtag Host Lady D. Hashtag ITC Radio. Hashtag ITC Community Live. Hashtag ITC Voiceover Prof. Hashtag ITC Radio Personality. Yes. Email insideofthezone@gmail.com. Catch me on Facebook, Lady D Denise Gomez. On my business Facebook page, Inside of the Zone. And on Instagram, Lady D Denise Gomez. 90 minutes after 6 o'clock, 914-600-4228. What's going on? I am spending my time with you until 8 o'clock. Have you heard about Linkage Radio? It is your budding and buzzing station 24/7, 365 days for the year. A lot is going on, but you know what? We are not going to be perturbed by it. We see it, we hear it every day. Our nation is in chaos, admittedly. Things are happening. It's a dark time, but where are the praying people? Where are the people who stand in their closets, kneel in their closets, kneel in prayer every day, walking on the streets and praying, declaring that peace must be restored? Where are you? 20 minutes after 6 o'clock, welcome to Inspirational Zone, here in which we get our praise on each and every Thursday. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is Thursday.
Say this is Jeremy and Edwards. Yeah. With God, everything is gonna be alright. Yeah. Say put a smile on your face, don't me know you a carry a heavy load. Get up and fix yourself, you got things to do, let's hit the road. Come with me, forget about your struggles and your pain, and just believe that everything is gonna be alright. Oh Father God, I am asking for your mercy through good and bad. Please protect my life, me I beg you please. Watch over me, watch over me, please. Me I beg you, watch over me, protect me on the journey. So one leap of times Satan trap me, but him just cannot stop me. Him close one door, one many more open. Jesus tell me never in my life I just purpose. Kingdom life say you can't stop me. You don't have no power. Rub your island, show your powder. Father God, I am asking for your mercy to them. Please protect my life. Me I beg you please. Watch over me, yeah. Watch over me, please. Me I beg you. Watch over me, yeah. Protect me on the journey. Father, I just have to give you praises from my heart, because you wake me every day and give me a fighting chance. So be happy, thank you, and you never ever fail me. You protect my life and you keep my family. Oh Father God, I am asking for your mercy through good and bad. Please protect my life, me I beg you please. Watch over me, yeah. Watch over me, please. Me I beg you, watch over me, yeah. Protect me on the journey.
That is the voice of Jermaine Edwards out of Jamaica. Watch over me, yeah. I love that. Welcome, everybody. 23 minutes after 6 o'clock. This is another edition of Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Welcome to the show this evening. I'll be here with you until 8 o'clock. What are you doing in your homes right now? Are your children home with you? Do you know where your children are? Have you been working all day from home? Or you went into your business place, or you went into the office? you're cooking or you're getting ready to go be on your phones, talk to somebody while you're going to go on the phone. Did you know that you can, especially those of us who have the smartphones, you can be watching or listening on the YouTube channel to Inside the Zone with Lady D while you are talking to somebody. Did you know that? Yes, you can actually be having a conversation with someone and seeing what's going on, especially if you have your earpiece in or your earphones on. You can be looking at me, hearing me while you're having a conversation. Go check it out and see if I'm not telling the truth. Yes, they are stepping up the apps, wouldn't you say? And that allows us to multitask and do all kinds of good things. 24 minutes after 6 o'clock. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. I'm a Jamaican from Jamaica with the Caribbean theme here on the show Inside the Zone with Lady D. Right now I'm taking you to, of course, a segment that I call News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 14, 2021. Government will begin exploring bilateral avenues to secure additional access to COVID-19 vaccines outside of the COVAX facility. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says Cabinet made the decision at its meeting this week.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, will begin the process of exploring how we can leverage our international engagements to secure additional supply access for safe vaccines, to ascertain their level of support and to determine the best arrangements for acquisition and distribution of safe vaccines to the population.
The Health Minister was making a statement to the House of Representatives on Tuesday. He also assured the House that the Ministry of Health would maintain its very rigorous process when granting approval for the emergency use of vaccines or other medical supplies.
For the granting of emergency use authorization, the vaccine must meet one of the following criteria, Madam Speaker. Be included, firstly, in the World Health Organization emergency use listing for prevention of SARS-CoV-2 infection, COVID-19. Secondly, be granted authorization for emergency use for prevention of COVID-19 by one of the following stringent national regulatory authorities of reference: the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, Health Canada, and the European Medicines Agency.
Government has signed a $4 million agreement with the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and the Cadmus Group of Boston to help grow Jamaica's energy sector. The Energy Resilience Global Development Alliance Partnership Agreement was signed on Wednesday. Portfolio Minister Darrell Vaz says it will support Jamaica's creation of a resilient and robust energy sector.
We are on our mission to secure Jamaica's energy future through diversification and the provision of alternative, sustainable, and environmentally friendly sources of energy. By 2025, we will be generating approximately 22% of our electricity from renewable sources and well on our way in developing an electric mobility sector.
As part of this, he says the ministry has set a new 5-year target of producing electricity from solar and or wind technologies, liquefied natural gas, and 74 megawatts from hydro waste to energy and or biomass. Minister Vaz says Cabinet has also given approval to establish an entity responsible for undertaking procurement of new energy generation projects. Jamaica's private securities market grew by approximately 100% between 2017 and 2020. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke says the value of bond issuance transactions for the period doubled from $200 million to $400 million. Dr. Clarke says this indicates a period of heightened interest in private securities, the reasons for which include government reforms to ensure sustainable debt reduction and increased access to financing for the private sector.
So you put those two factors together, they account for this massive growth in private bond
the private bond market that we are seeing and that we will continue to see. So what we're trying here to do here today is not only improve access to finance, but put in place the mechanisms that ensure for the most efficient allocation of capital.
Minister Clark was speaking during Monday's digital launch of the Jamaica Stock Exchange's new private market platform. It will facilitate the listing of private bonds and equity securities on the NASDAQ platform.
This will allow for greater price discovery and for great liquidity, which in themselves have a lot of spin-off benefits. It will build secondary market participation and will offer opportunities for investors and corporates alike.
The way has been paved for preparatory work to begin on the Montego Bay Bypass project. This as the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, has approved the Environmental Impact Assessment report on the project. As a result, the National Road Operating and Constructing Company Limited, NROC, will begin land acquisition, relocation, and design work for the bypass road. NROC's Managing Director, Ivan Anderson, says the construction work for the 15-kilometer toll road is expected to begin in 2022. The $220 million project will also include improvements to the Barnett Street and West Green areas of St. James.
Long Hill is a very difficult area, and so we're building a new bypass. So along with the Montego Bay bypass, we're building Long Hills, which is about another 25 kilometers of road. And we expect to start that over the next 2 years.
152 new housing units will soon be available in St. James, with Phase 1 of the Ryan Park Estate development set to be ready by month end. The Housing Agency of Jamaica project will deliver a mix of 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, 2- and 3-bedroom family units, and 2- and 3-bedroom townhouses.
As the agency as a primary implementation arm for the government of Jamaica, we have been dealing with housing solutions, building houses, providing service lots, regularizing communities. What we have been focusing on over the last few years is more provision of affordable solutions.
With all phases complete, Ryan Park Estate will offer 772 housing solutions for low to middle income earners in St. James, including persons employed to the attractions and accommodation sector. And finally, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, will be honoring 2 Jamaican pioneers with keys to the city of Kingston. The honor will be bestowed posthumously on late reggae pioneer Frederick Toots Hibbert and business mogul Gordon Butch Stewart. Deputy Mayor Councillor Winston Ennis made the announcement during Monday's meeting of the KSAMC.
The city of Kingston has lost one of Jamaica's greatest and most successful son in Gordon Butch Stewart at the start of this year. The administration intends to honor his memory and that of the late Frederick Toots Hibbert by posthumously presenting both with the keys to the city of Kingston in February of this year, following the passage of the necessary resolutions.
The presentation of the keys to the city is the highest honor that can be bestowed by the KSAMC. Hibbert passed away on September 11, 2020 at age 77, while Stewart died on January 4, 2021 at age 79. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Near the Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Welcome back to the show, Inside the Zone. with Lady D, center stage today, the platform where voices are heard and people connect, reminding you that at 7 p.m. I do have an interview segment, The Purpose Trail. The Purpose Trail. Shannon Lewis, she has a book, Destiny in Disguise, Lessons and Blessings in a Cancer Journey. After fighting a leukemia, lymphoma, cancer diagnosis, Shannon Lewis is on a mission. I will be talking to her at 7 p.m. But coming up, of course, we take a breath and we sit back, relax, and listen to some good music. Guess what? Because it is my R&B Thursday.
Supposed to be
have a fancy car and diamond rings. But girl, you know all good things come in time. Girl, you know I do just about anything to see you smile on your face. So don't let your friends go messing with your mind. Girl, you know there ain't nothing I won't do for you. And baby, don't ever doubt my love, 'cause it's true. Baby, hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind, man, that is hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Oh, baby, hold on to me. See, I'm a special kind, man, that is hard to find. Told you 1,000 times, baby, hold on to me. Baby, hold on. Oh, girl, wasn't I there when he made you cry? And who was there to comfort you when he said bye, 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 baby? Girl, I give you my time. Here is my money, all of my heart. You'll be so sorry, baby, if we were to ever part. And girl, you know that I will never hurt you. Oh, girl, you know that I won't ever desert you. Hold on to me, baby. I'm a special kind. I'm a special kind. Oh, to find. Baby, hold on. Baby, you better. See, I'm a special kind. You know I love that it's hard to find. Told you 1,000 times. Hold on, my baby, see, I wanna be everything that you need. And I promise, baby, I'll be there for you. Oh, hold on. See, I'm a special kind. Man, that is all. Oh, baby. Baby, hold on. Hold on. See, late at night, when you need someone to hold you tight, you're gonna look for me. You're gonna look for me. So you better. See, I like it. I'm a special kind. I want it. That is hard to find. Oh, baby. Baby, hold on to me. You better. Hold on. Think about it before you let me walk out the door, babe. How will you live without me, baby? 'Cause I can't see myself living without you. Hold on. See, everything. Everything you ever need. I'm giving it to you, baby. Baby, hold on to me. Keep me around. Keep me around. Baby. I know I'm a good man, and your friends keep telling you. Your friends keep telling you I'm not. But they don't know. Listen to what I'm saying when I tell you that I'll never hurt you, babe. I'll never leave.
Center stage, center stage, center stage, center stage. You just heard selections from Deborah Cox. Nobody's supposed to be here, and baby, hold on to me, Jerome Delivered. Hello, everyone. Good evening to you. More music to come, features to come, interviews to come. And I do have my spot news for Thursday, which I'll be reading in a few minutes. But of course, you know, I gotta keep it rolling here. Reminding you, the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. Have you stopped by lately and said, "Hey, Lady D sent me"? She says you have, and you list all the things you've been hearing me mention here on the show. Support my sponsor, won't you? 718-324-7484. Give them a call and say, "I'd like to place my order," or you stop by, okay, at the restaurant, 1802 Reed Avenue in the Bronx, Cornhill, Wickham Avenue, and Reed. How about that? And say, "Hi, I want to support you because Lady D is on the radio and she's doing a good job, and I want to support her sponsor." Would you do that for me? 6:45 p.m. time signal brought to you by my sponsor, Cool Runnings Jamaican Restaurant. The telephone number here to call me is 914-600-4228. I hope everybody's okay. You're all relaxing and listening to the show. 914-600-4228. I'd like to say hi, because if I don't say hi, then it's like I wasn't told right. You know, like I'm not even manners kind of thing. Welcome to the segment Fast Facts. What's in my Fast Facts today? U.S. impeachment trials. Now you all are watching your television sets. Some of you are like, "I wonder what on earth is going on." And I do have my spot news for you. So I'm going to read this. And at 7 p.m., Shannon Lewis will be joining me. We'll be talking about her previous diagnosis with lymphoma cancer and how she has weathered it all and the mission that she's on now. She looks great because you know these things, they will pull you down to a thread. But she no longer looks like that. She's looking fine and healthy and happy and, you know, doing what God has placed in her heart to do. So I'd like to share my platform with her this evening. By the way, it won't be my first time, but certainly you'll be hearing a better review of what she has gone through and where she is today. So stay with me, okay? And we'll be having that interview at 7 o'clock. And at 7 p.m., of course, I'll be doing selections from, of course, one of my favorite singers for you at 7:30 p.m. That's Regina Bell. And, of course, I'll be featuring some headlines, and we'll be talking until 8 o'clock this evening. So if it's your birthday, I forgot my birthday greeting segment and my anniversary segment. Happy birthday, happy anniversary. The baby was born somewhere in the world today. Life comes in, and someone made their transition. But the mystery of this whole life thing is that even when life is coming into the world, another life is going out. That's amazing, right? In rotation. That's what we're talking about. So welcome, everyone. U.S. impeachment trial. So as you know, yesterday, votes were cast, and Donald Trump is on the bill to be impeached. Now, there are people who are in opposition and those who are in favor of it. And you have also formed your own conclusion of this, haven't you? But let me just walk you through about this whole thing here, where I can give you take you back in time to some dates and events centered around impeachment. How about that? Because, you know, I had to tie in something. Congress has conducted 3 presidential impeachment trials. President Andrew Johnson in 1868 for firing a cabinet secretary without the consent of Congress. President Bill Clinton in 1998 for perjury and obstruction of justice. And President Donald Trump in 2020 for abuse of power and obstruction of justice. Johnson, Clinton, and Trump were acquitted, so they stayed in office. Let's see what's going to happen this time around. President Richard M. Nixon faced possible impeachment on the grounds of obstruction of justice, abuse of power, and contempt of Congress in relation to the Watergate scandal. resigned in 1974 before a vote was conducted in the House of Representatives. In addition to the presidential impeachments, Congress has carried out 17 other trials for federal officials, including judges, a cabinet member, and a senator. On the state level, state legislatures have the power to impeach and remove governors. Two notable examples are Arizona Governor Evan Mitchell in 1988 and Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich in 2009. President Andrew Johnson, 1865 to 1869. Johnson, a Democrat, took office after the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Amid efforts to unite the country after the Civil War, Johnson clashed with the radical Republicans who wanted to accelerate the process of Reconstruction and grant rights to free slaves. To introduce a check on his power, Congress passed a law barring the president from firing appointed officials, including cabinet secretaries, without Senate approval. February 21, 1868, Johnson dismisses Secretary of War Edwin Stanton, who backed the radical Republicans' campaign for Reconstruction. February 24, 1868, the House of Representatives votes 126 to 47 to impeach Johnson for firing Stanton. March 5 to May 26, 1868, trial in the Senate. Johnson is acquitted with a vote of 35 to 19, one vote shy of the two-thirds majority needed to remove the president. Johnson serves out the rest of his term until March 4, 1869, but he doesn't run for re-election. Democrats opt to nominate Horatio Seymour over Johnson during the prelude to the 1868 election. 1926, the Supreme Court strikes down the Tenure of Office Act, the basis for Johnson's impeachment. President Bill Clinton, 1993 to 2001. Clinton was sued in 1994 by Paula Jones for sexual harassment. Although Clinton and Jones eventually settled the suit rather than going to trial, the litigation sparked an investigation into whether Clinton obstructed justice and lied under oath. The probe centered on Clinton's relationship with the White House intern Monica Lewinsky. The president repeatedly denied that they had an affair, but eventually said that their relationship was inappropriate. The Clinton investigation was overseen by a special prosecutor, Kenneth Starr, who was originally appointed to look into possible financial crimes involving an Arkansas land deal and a development firm called Whitewater. In 1998, after a full-year investigation, Starr produced a 445-page report detailing Clinton's relationship with Lewinsky. The report listed acts that could be grounds for impeachment. And I have one final one for you. December 19, 1998, 4 articles of impeachment are set forth in the House of Representatives. 2 articles are approved. One, approved by a 228 to 206 vote, alleges that Clinton committed perjury when he told a grand jury that he did not have an affair with Lewinsky. The other, approved by a 221 to 212 vote, alleges that Clinton coerced Lewinsky to lie under oath about their relationship. 2 other articles alleging abuse of power and further perjury to fail to garner a simple majority. Oh, and I can do one more for you. January 7, 1999 to February 12, 1999, the trial is held and Clinton is acquitted. For the perjury charge, 55 senators vote not guilty, and for the obstruction of justice charge, 50 senators vote to acquit the president. Clinton serves out the rest of his term. You all remember that mess? And 1 minute to go. President Donald Trump in 2016 to present, September 24, 2019, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announces a formal impeachment inquiry into Trump. October 31, 2019, propose a resolution to formalize the procedures on the impeachment inquiry against Trump. November 13, 2019, the first public hearings of the inquiry to take place. December 10, 2019, House Democratic leaders announced they will bring 2 articles of impeachment against Trump, charging him with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. December 13, 2019, the House Judiciary Committee approves the 2 articles of impeachment in a party-line vote, setting the stage for a vote on the floor of the House. And finally, December 18, 2019, the House votes almost entirely along party lines to impeach Trump. The vote for abuse of power is 230 to 197, and the vote for obstruction of Congress is 229 to 198. What has happened since now? We ask ourselves the question. 5 minutes to 7 o'clock, 5 minutes and counting to my segment coming up, in which I call the Purpose Trail after fighting a leukemia lymphoma cancer diagnosis. Shannon Lewis is on a mission, and she's the author of Destiny in Disguise, Lessons and Blessings in a Cancer Journey. And we will be having just a simple heart-to-heart conversation this evening. And I'm looking forward to that. Aren't you? Let's get into some more music that I have on my turntable here. Good evening, everyone. It's Inside the Zone, center stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. You're in the Bronx, you're in Brooklyn, you're in Mount Vernon, you are in Barbados, you are in Queens, you're across the U.S., wherever you are. Hello to you. And not forgetting my audience here in Lower Westchester County, Mount Vernon. Hello, everybody. Music for you.
When somebody says your name, in my stomach there's a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak, try to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, staring out the window, wish on a star for a sign. It's the reason why. I get nervous when you call, so I say I'm not home. I see your face and I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? You're the number one topic on the phone. I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah. I lay my head on my pillow. You got me staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. What's the reason why? You're always hey, sexy boy. You're sexy boy. Hey baby.
Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. That is my name. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, Inside the Zone, hashtag ITC Radio, hashtag ITC Community Live, hashtag ITC Host Lady D, ITC Voiceover Prof, ITC Radio Personality. 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228, the number to call me here in the Linkage Radio Station. I go to the phone line and I'd like to say hello, Shannon Lewis.
Hi, Lady D. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Shannon. So nice hearing you. As we say, how you do?
Listen, as we say in Jamaica, walk.
Right? Or we say, well, go on. How you been?
Walk on. I've been doing well. I could complain, but I choose not to.
Yes.
How about you?
I'm fine. You know, people will say, don't complain because nobody don't want to hear.
Listen.
Or they don't want to listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, my guest is online, Shannon Lewis. And before we start talking, this is how I'm going to do my special request of Shannon herself.
Hey, away, 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 my God is good, oh. Hey, my God is good, oh. Hey, my God is good, oh. Hey, everybody clap your hands, let's go. Here we go now. Ucha.
In the morning when I wake up, and I will sing my praise unto you, my Lord. And I will shout and dance to you, for you have been my help from natural level. Come on! Hey, your God is good, oh. My God is good, oh. Hey, your God is good, oh.
Here we go. In the morning when I wake up.
Shannon, I could join in and sing with you right now.
No, I'm dancing. I'm not. You sing, I dance. I'm over here dancing.
For you have been my help.
That's my song. That's my song.
This is your song, and for very good reasons, I tell you. Welcome, Shannon Lewis, to my platform once again. I did notify my audience that you'll be here, and I told them this is not your first time. So that's what I am excited about, because I have been along your journey, and I have seen the highs, the lows, because you unfolded that to us on social media, and I'm so happy for you. Go ahead, say your hellos, and then we'll start talking.
First of all, thank you so much for affording me the privilege of sharing this platform with you one more time. You know, the last time we connected was in January 2019, shortly after the recovery period had quote-unquote ended. And so to be able to do this with you again, it's amazing. It's a blessing. I am so honored. I'm so grateful. And to your listening audience, thank you so much for tuning in tonight or whenever you're going to watch or listen. I am grateful. Lady D, thank you so much. You have truly been a part of this journey, just watching and supporting and encouraging, and that means the world to me. So thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. Shannon Lewis is an agent of positive change who has been using her communication and inspiration gifts for many years. She was born in Portland, Jamaica, to Reverend Eric and Joyce Lewis. She is the older sister of singer and author Alicia Lewis and the musical genius Neil Lewis. As a teenager, Shannon was best known as a public speaker, singer, and a radio television personality, influencing and impacting lives. She bravely battled and conquered cancer and was given a second chance at life through a bone marrow transplant. Shannon intends to live an amazing, abundant life for God's glory, so that she will inform, inspire, and impact as many lives as possible. Fueled by her life's philosophy, bloom where you're planted. She speaks to encourage, educate, and empower lives through her I Choose to Bloom platforms and events. She's a mother of 2 teenagers who constantly drives her desire to live a passionate, productive, purpose-filled life in order to model good citizenship and godly principles. Aha!
And the church said amen.
Amen, amen. So, how are you feeling? How you do?
Lady B, I am just grateful for life. After everything that I've gone through, gratitude is the theme of my life. And to answer how I'm feeling, I feel great. I feel like I've been reborn. The last time I was on your show, that was the title, Reborn. And that's really what it has been like in the last few years as I've watched myself rise like a phoenix from the ashes and come back strong and courageous and healthy and well and whole. Just grateful. Just grateful. And fat. And fat, yes. Let's not leave that part.
Now, that's my perfect segue into a few days ago. I saw where you posted about 126 or so.
No, to over 200 pictures. I finally on the 4th anniversary of the the diagnosis, I finally shared photos publicly, like a lot of those photos.
Yes, and listen to me. I scrolled and I looked and I said, yes, I've seen that one, I've seen that one, I've seen that one. And pretty much I've seen them all because you had to roll them out over time.
Yeah.
But the one that took me is where you spoke about how, what you call yourself, how slender you had gotten, how tiny you became, and how the lips started to peel and how dark your skin was and so on. And I looked at that photograph and I said to myself, dear Lord, I will not complain, because in an instant something is triggered, something happens, and the trigger for you, I am sure, though you may have seen signs prior to the diagnosis, there must have been something. Usually our bodies are telling us something, but we're saying, oh, maybe it's so and so, and quite possibly you saw something. But then when you actually got that diagnosis, what was that impact like for you? Because we're going to get into your journey writing your story.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're referring to the photo when I was down to 107 pounds, just skin and bones, tiny, frail. When I tell you, the trigger, I think, was life, was stress. I was under a lot of stress, and I really didn't know anything was happening. The only thing that when I look back now that I can say was different was I had extreme fatigue. I was tired all the time. And I didn't really pay that any attention because I was busy. I had 2 jobs per se. I was, working at the university, but in 2 different positions, day and night. And so I was tired a lot, but I didn't think anything of it, Yes. I'm a woman of the times, a career woman, a mom, and active in the church. And so I really did not give it a second thought. And, I also wouldn't have thought something was wrong because I had done all of my medical checkups that year and everything was fine. So to answer your question, that was the indication that something was happening. And when I was diagnosed, I was surprised, but honestly, Lady D, I was not totally shocked because the year prior, I felt in my spirit that something was going to happen in 2017. I did not know what it was, but I just had that awareness that my life was about to change. And so in the moment when I got the diagnosis, it was surreal. I was like, no, cancer, no. But I was not completely taken by surprise.
Now, so you went through chemotherapy, radiation, all of those things. Now you have, pretty much a 360-degree turn on us. And when I look at you, I'm like, but this is not the Shannon that was sick. You are so flushed. You look so healthy. You're still the girly girl that you love to be. Yes, the dressing up and the this and that. And now you have written a book.
Lady D, I had to write. I did not want to initially, because let me just be very honest with you. Going through a cancer journey is very tedious. It's laborious. It's difficult. It's rough, as it's in Jamaica. It's tough, right? And so I did not necessarily want to, but I knew because this was, I like to say the Lord allowed this to happen for purpose and destiny. And it wasn't just about me. It was for the lives that I was meant to impact. And so I didn't just decide to write the book because people kept encouraging me to write. And I said, no, I'm not writing a thing. My observation in the past, with other authors who have written, that they got little support. And I'm like, I'm not going to go through all this and then write anything, Yes. But then early, I believe it was after we spoke in January 2019, early one morning, it could have been that month. I really don't remember if it was January or February. But I remember early one morning about 1 or 2 o'clock, I woke up just woke up wide awake out of bed. And I heard clearly, Shannon, it's time to write. And when I tell you, I didn't have to think about what to write. It just flowed. And for months, I would get up like clockwork every night and just write and do research. And I had the photos to help me along with my memory. And I just put it in there because I realized that I went through this experience not just to be known as a cancer survivor, but to be a person who would educate others as to what that journey looks like for many people, how to support a family dealing with a cancer diagnosis, how to support a patient, how to show up and demonstrate the gift of presence, what I call extending the hands and the heart of Jesus. And also, because of the bone marrow transplant, I realized that I now had a responsibility to share in order to increase awareness about the effectiveness of a bone marrow transplant. So I had a mission. I had an assignment. It felt like a mission that I now had to undertake in order to educate, to expose information, and to empower people to say, listen, you don't have to just take this lying down. Fight. There are resources available. There are things that we are not aware of because we have not gotten comfortable having the cancer conversations. We call it the C word. And so because we don't talk about it, things are not exposed. We don't have the frank conversations that must be had. We don't seek, in some cases, the necessary treatment. Because here's what happens. Many times, unfortunately, when people are diagnosed, they choose to be very private and become secretive about it. And that's fine. Everyone has a right as to how they want to deal with a cancer diagnosis in their lives or in the lives of their loved ones. But what I have learned after going through my experience is that you are in a better position to be supported by others and to gain access to resources if you're willing to make that public, And so I said, after everything I've gone through, I have to share. And I did that by documenting the story in Destiny in Disguise. But it was so much more than a cancer story. There's a lot of valuable information that can benefit anyone, Yes.
Now, how is this I Choose to Bloom going?
I Choose to Bloom came about, God is tricky. I like to say God is tricky because ever since I was 17 years old, I adapted the philosophy, my life philosophy, bloom where you're planted. And it's a cliche. People say it all the time. It's a nice phrase. But I took that on at 17 years old as my personal life philosophy. And so I've lived with that awareness all through my life. But when I went through the cancer journey and wrote the book, I realized that this is so much more than just a book. Because I'm a communicator, I was born to write and to speak. That's what the Lord sent me to the world to do.
Yeah.
I realized I had to have a platform where all these things can be housed under an umbrella, whether it's a speaking engagement or teaching or training or writing or coaching or cheerleading, whatever it is, all of it needed to fall under an umbrella. And I prayed about it, and I said, Lord, this is yours. What do you want me to call this?
Yes.
And the blooming came, choose to bloom, came to mind, and I was like, this is what it is. It's really how I've lived my life. I've had to look at each situation and choose how I was going to respond to that situation, or how I was going to react, or how I was going to reply to a person. And as I prayed over that, I just felt like this is where the Lord was leading me to make this not just about a book, but a platform, a brand, a ministry that is designed to help people, to educate people, to empower people, to uplift people. And so far, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, you know.
And how has the response been?
When I tell you, sometimes I'm overwhelmed. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed in the sense that even today I was at work and I said to one of the professors, I was like, God knew what he was doing all along, and he didn't even let me know. He just took he took my yes and he ran with my yes, and we both laughed. But really what it is, when I say I'm overwhelmed, is that I said yes to the Lord, and I say, do this however you want to do it. And the response, Lady D, has been amazing. I have gotten people telling me, Shannon, I did not expect that this would impact me at such a deep level. I have heard from people who are dealing with cancer who this is helping. I've heard from family members who are going through the book and saying, yes, that resonates with me. I am hearing from male and female, young and old, who are saying, this book needs to go to the world. In fact, the first time my oncologist saw it, he flipped through the pages, he signed the front, and he said, Shannon, you've got to get this to people. And so while on one hand, I am not completely surprised that it would really have an impact, because I know the depth, I know the substance. This is not just a book. It is not just a pretty story, a pretty inspiration. No, I put all the raw realities in the book, right?
Yes.
But when I hear how it's impacting people, when I hear tears, and I see the words that are written back to me, especially from people. I had someone call me late one night, someone who knew me as a child, someone I've not spoken to in years, and she called me through Facebook late one night, and she was just saying, Shannon, this is amazing. And she was going on, and I was like, oh my God, Lord, what is this? And I realized, Shannon, this is bigger than you, girl. This is way bigger than you.
Well, I'm very happy for you, because when I look at you, I'm like, look at Shannon, how bubbly she is looking, especially the cover with your arms extended. And, you know, you are just on a roll, glowing and still loving God. And what I really, really love about you is, you see, nothing beats than having a solid foundation on the Word, on His promises, so that when we are hit with something totally unexpected, it's at that time you know where you are. That's where
because you have to walk it out. It's one thing to talk the Word and to quote Scripture. It's another thing to live it.
Yes. And so, you know, I am really happy for you. And I said, well, we spoke earlier, so it's about time for you to unfold where you are, how you're feeling, you know, and just to let everybody know, because sometimes, you know, we'll hear somebody get diagnosed with something and we say, oh Lord, we're so sorry to hear, and we're very empathetic. But at no point in this human journey here are we envisioning that thing might hit me or that thing might hit me. No, we're not thinking that. And then when it comes and it hits you like a flood, like a train knocking you off the track, that's when you know what you're made of.
Because it it will expose you. It will expose what's inside.
Yes, it will expose, absolutely expose what's inside. And so I just want you to talk to somebody out there right now. Just share something with someone who is listening.
You know, normally I would share at the end of an interview. I would speak to cancer patients, but I'm going to flip it this evening, and I'm going to talk to people who get so crippled when they hear the news of someone's diagnosis or someone's death or something really terrible has happened to someone, and they don't know what to say, and they don't want to say the wrong thing, so they say nothing at all.
Yes.
I want to speak to that person who have a hard time finding the right words to say, and it's human. It's hard to know what's appropriate. Can I just tell you something? Say something, because your silence many times is so hurtful, especially if you were close to people. That is not the time to be silent, even if you don't know what to say. Start out with something as simple as, I am so sorry. Start out with something as simple as, I am here for you. Start out with, I'll be here. Find caring words, even if to you it sounds it sounds trivial, even if to you it sounds insignificant, because the time when people need you to show up for them is not at the funeral. It's in the moment when life happens and they need support in tangible and in intangible ways. And sometimes it's as simple as acknowledging and staying true in your support. Yeah.
I know how that feels. I know what that is like. You know, people come and with all good intentions, and I'm so glad that you have shared that, because a lot of times, Shannon, when people come and they want to comfort you, but in the same moment of comfort, they even take you to the left.
Listen, they're putting you in the grave. They were some people were preparing me for death. And I know they meant well, because they wanted to make sure that I was not in denial. And so when I tell you that a part of my platform and a part of my assignment is to help people to recognize what is appropriate and what is not appropriate.
It's not a laughable moment, but I tell you, I've had my own experience, and they come and they want this, and then they're telling you about something that happened to either them or
okay, listen, that part, like seriously, why would you tell a cancer patient how many people you know who died from that cancer? Like, how is that even helpful?
I know.
We need to stop that. We do. We need to stop that. You know, if you're right, it's not a laughing matter, but as we say in Jamaica, you have to take bad thing with joke, right? You have to just turn around and laugh about it, because people really think that they mean well.
Yeah, they mean well.
You know?
But I'm telling you, so...
Yeah, we have to educate. We have to
educate. Very proud of you. So long term, what's going on? What's your vision?
Lady D, I get up every day and I say to the Lord, okay, Lord, what are we doing today? Mm-hmm. And it's my way of saying I'm open.
Yes.
I'm open. I'm willing. I'm yours, first, foremost, and forever. So however you want to do this thing, I am in. Just take care of me, cover me. To get really practical, I see myself taking this platform and touching lives, not just in a church setting. I have never ever seen myself as because I'm a pastor's daughter. People always said, "Oh, you're going to." No. I see my platform as bigger than a pulpit. My platform is the world. And I don't say that in arrogance. I say that because I'm very much aware that I am carrying what the Lord has deposited in the womb of my spirit. Therefore, I have a responsibility to take it to the far corners. And in the age of technology and social media, when I tell you, I am so ready. I'm like, God, grace me, anoint me, empower me, bring the right resources into my space, so that I can do this thing exactly how you want me to do it. Not that Shannon looks good, but that the kingdom is glorified and God is magnified and lives are edified. So I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm ready.
Absolutely. And how are your children? They've been on this journey.
My children, my teenagers, oh Lord, help me somebody. They are doing well. I like to say we all went through a storm, and we've gone through the aftermath. We have evaluated the debris. We have done our work in counseling, all of us, and we are navigating new normals and just recognizing the greatness of God and the resilience that we've had, and just taking it a day at a time. You know, not minimizing, not diminishing, not ignoring. I still try to shield them sometimes by not talking about a lot of things because, you know, things will trigger. They were very young when this happened. But I am proud of the young man and young woman that they're becoming. And time will tell how this has impacted them, because they now have testimonies that nobody could give them. They have stories that nobody could give them, you know, if they had not gone through this experience with me.
Let's play a game. Your name, okay?
Okay.
S.
What do you want me to do? Okay. Give you a word?
Yes, give me something that you think the letters in your name.
S. Stable.
H.
Wow. Humble.
A.
Affectionate.
M.
Oh my God, that one's hard because I want to say nice, but nice is too easy. Nice is too easy. So, okay, I know. The first end will be nice. The next end will be naughty.
That's honest.
Hey, listen, speak the truth, shame the devil, right?
Yes, that's honest. A.
I'm appreciative.
N.
Noble.
Okay. And when someone hears your name, what's the first thought you think that hits them?
I would like to believe that they think God's girl. But most people usually say inspirational. That's the word I get more than anything else. Inspirational.
And another one, just for tease, partner.
What do you mean? Let me see where you're going with this.
Oh, Lord. Just partner. Who would that be? What would they be like?
If I had a partner, let me change it to say when the Lord brings my partner, not if,
Right,
but when.
Right.
I have a document that I call my permanent, purposeful pleasure partner. And basically what that is after everything I've gone through, I believe, and unless I didn't understand the Lord, I believe that the next part of my life will include a partner. A partner who will be able to do life with me in a way that honors the Lord. And, you know, we just when I tell you I want to live an abundant, amazing life, but I don't want to do it alone. I don't want to. And I tell you why. I saw my parents, and they were lovers, and they were friends, and they were in ministry, but they made marriage look so good. I wanted to get married. And so in the next part of my life, I am hoping that will happen. After everything I've gone through, I am like ready to come home and just have a companion and do life and just honor the Lord and be an example to others. And it can be done.
You did so well. Ladies and gentlemen, I told her I am not sending any questions. We're not scripting this. We're just going to talk, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah, you did. You said that. Yeah. But that's what we always do, right?
That's
conversations. I prefer conversations over scripted interviews anyway. So I really appreciate that.
Well, I learned a little bit about you. All the best, Shannon Lewis.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Keep communicating, keep writing, keep sharing, keep empowering those who need to be empowered. Because a lot of times, if we don't make ourselves visible, no one will see us.
This is so true. And I say the same to you as well. I see you as a queen boss lady, just owning the airwaves, just touching lives in ways that we cannot even quantify. So I affirm you and applaud you for doing the same thing as well. You are a blessing. You really are.
Blessings to you, my Shannon Lewis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Walk good.
You too, my love. You too.
My God is good, oh.
My God is good, oh.
Hey, my God is good, oh. Everybody clap your hands, let's go. Here we go now. Ucha.
That was Shannon Lewis.
When I wake up and I will sing my praise unto
For the longest while, I've had such a good conversation with a guest via an interview, you know?
Yeah. For you.
It just flowed, we bounced off each other, and it worked just fine.
Come on!
After fighting a leukemia lymphoma cancer diagnosis, Shannon Lewis is indeed on a mission. Destiny in Disguise, get her book. Destiny in Disguise.
When I wake up and I was
my spot news coming up in seconds.
Lord, hey!
Impeachment. I believe those of us who never even knew the meaning of the word know it now.
Hey!
What a thing, America. Anybody have taken it up and really, you know, like held it in the palm of your hand and looked at it and said, what happened to you? What happened to you, America?
Yep.
Seriously.
Anointing double.
Ty Tribbett, African medley.
Power double.
This was her special request. She says she loves this song. And you've heard some do-overs and they're really good.
Let's go.
Dane Roden does a fabulous job with this.
Yeah.
Anointing.
Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7, Touch FM Radio 90.1, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, SignRadio.net. It is Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Thank you for joining me.
Come on.
Here we go now. Wow. Everybody clap your hands. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, welcome to Center Stage. How are you?
Good evening, Lady D.
Hello.
Good evening, Lady D.
Good evening there, my Globia.
Yes. It was a wonderful interview with Shannon.
Yes, you loved it, didn't you?
Very nice, very nice. You sound bubbly and nice. Wonderful
Always.
interview.
She's always like that, always like that.
Okay, that's good. I love that.
So how you do today?
So how are you doing?
Give me some good news. I'm fine. I'm busy working myself into 2021. I'm not daunted. I have a lot to do, to accomplish.
Okay.
And, you know, that's it.
It's not so well, but I lie down here and I'm listening, and it's so interesting and nice. So I had was to say a little something.
Well, I'm glad, and I'm noticing that for the past maybe week or two since I've been back, you've been saying you're not well. So I'm gonna add you to my prayer list. You didn't know I can't pray.
Yes, man, I know you can. I know you're a lady of many hats. I know that. And I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much.
I'm
The
gonna
price
pray
not
for
too
you,
much.
man, so that you will feel well. Your body will come alive. Every tissue,
Thank
every bone, every facet of your being will be restored, and that you will stand firm on the foundation and the promises of God, that He's anointing you from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, that you will declare his promises. I am well.
Thank you, Lady D. You let me feel like I want to shout back. I'm in church. Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Yes, you are well. You are well. Speak life. Speak life over your body, your thoughts, everything that you desire of him. You speak it, you declare it, you walk in favor. You are his oracle, you are his beacon. You will not be defeated. He will not defeat you. The enemy is a liar, and he will not defeat you. Amen.
Yes, Lady D. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Yes, my love. So good
And
to hear
I continue to listen as you do your program. And very well, I wish for you all the best for the new year and beyond.
Yes, my love. Thank you. Bless you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Jehovah has a final say. 7:35 p.m. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. Or do you believe this whole impeachment outcome is going to be? Presidents have been impeached before, so has Donald Trump. This is his second time. We'll serve the Lord. Are you walking in fear? I just want to play this out.
Here we go. Hallelujah. Hey. Hallelujah. You say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I just want to thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. Want to say hi to Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd.
Jesus. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Jesus. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. Once again, oh, oh, oh. Thank you, hey. Jesus. Once again, oh, oh, oh. Thank you, you say, hallelujah. Hallelujah. What's the highest praise, y'all? In the good times, in the bad times. When it goes my way, when it don't, y'all. Hey, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, y'all. Woo, I'll still sing hallelujah. Hey, I'll still sing hallelujah. I'll still sing hallelujah. We gotta go.
Hallelujah, the highest praise. Thank you, Shannon Lewis. I tell you, that's a wonderful segment I had, and God bless her and keep her. You know, may his face shine upon her. She's a wonderful person, and she felt that God gave her that journey, and I tell you, she went through it, and she didn't complain. She went through it headlong, and I'm telling you, if you saw photographs of Shannon, you would cry. How this cancer just brought her down. encouraged, everyone. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. Let me get into this quickly, just to say, the whole impeachment argument. Everybody's giving their feedback, and it's almost as though the entire country is under siege, and you can see the army is being pulled out, and Lord have mercy. But let me just say that those of you who have your own concerns and you want to call and just tell me what you think, will he be impeached? Will he be removed? How is this inauguration going to go? Because, to incite some kind of conversation, there has to be some form of stimuli. The networks are coining their own phrasing, and all kinds of things are going on. People are just fearful. They don't know if they need to leave their houses because they say several states have to be watching out. I mean, you wonder if you live in the same country, but we're in the country, and it is a difficult, different time. But we have to live, don't we? That's always my thing, no matter what's going on. Yesterday, I was in a staff meeting, and a member of staff happened to mention that, there's an advisory out stating that there are a lot of murders going on in Jamaica, and people need to be careful. So we had to say, well, things are going on here in this country. Every second, something goes on in this country. In every state, there's something happening in this country. And even when you are on the ground physically in a country, you might be in the parish of St. Elizabeth, and something tragic happened there, but you're in Clarendon, and in your pocket of Clarendon, nothing happening. So you don't feel as threatened. You're concerned, but you don't feel as threatened. So people are still going to Jamaica. They're adhering to the 14-day lockdown. And then they go out and do what they're doing. And if they travel overseas, the same principle applies. Fear itself will kill us. Literally kill us. And when you see the spike in the COVID-19 cases, it's simply because people are still hosting their own private gatherings with multiple peoples in one space. And usually when they're doing that, they're not wearing any masks. So everybody breathing in each other's air. And then you'll get a spike in spurts. And those of us who are still sanitizing, washing, keeping our masks on, changing your masks as often as possible is also a key. Please don't use the same mask for the next 2-3 weeks. It doesn't work. So you have to change your masks. As a matter of fact, there was an article in the Jamaica Observer weeks ago, which the recommendation was that we should change our masks every 4 hours. That's what they said. Change your masks every 4 hours. So, while I'm chit-chatting with you now, let me just read what I have here for you. What does it say? Okay. Senate and GOP torn over convicting Trump. There's no love lost. This is courtesy of CNN. Too many Senate Republicans, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, there's no question in their minds President Donald Trump committed impeachable offenses. But getting McConnell and at least 16 other Republicans to convict Trump after he's left office is another question entirely. Quote, there is no love lost within the Senate Republican Conference GOP source familiar with internal discussions. Everybody's ready for this to end, but there is a round open question about how many people will vote to convict him after his term will have expired. Several senior GOP sources told CNN on Thursday that many Republicans are torn over whether Trump's actions warrant the unprecedented step of prohibiting him from ever serving in office again after he leaves the White House next week. Republicans say it will ultimately be up to a combination of factors: the case built by House impeachment managers, whether new information comes out about Trump, and the deadly Capitol riot, and whether emotions are still raw when it comes time to vote to determine whether Republicans will break ranks and end Trump's political career for good. Privately, Republicans have reviewed internal polling showing Trump's support cratering among GOP voters since Election Day, especially since last week when he incited a violent mob of his supporters to riot in the Capitol, leading to the deaths of 5 people, 2 sources said. But even after he leaves office, he is bound to still maintain significant sway with the GOP base, something Republicans facing re-election and potential primary challengers will be forced to confront. Republicans are by and large split into several camps. Some, like Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton, oppose the proceedings because they argue it's constitutionally dubious to convict a president once he leaves office, a position many Republicans are bound to take. Others, such as Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, are likely to align with many House Republicans who said the impeachment proceedings will further divide the country. So, let me run to the phone line. Good evening. Welcome to Center Stage.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you?
Well, hello, Ed. How are you doing?
I'm in my crib as usual, listening to you.
Okay. Wait, you don't change the crib yet?
No. All it needs is to wash up.
It's 2021. You should have done that from December 31.
Well, next year.
Yeah, you don't need a new mattress?
This guy is gonna commit suicide later, that's it.
Lord have mercy. Ed, you rocked me for 6 years now. What?
He's gonna commit suicide.
You think so?
Sure I'm no.
I don't think so. I believe...
You don't believe me?
No. Okay, what's the basis for you saying that?
No, let me turn on my radio a little.
That would be helpful. Thank you. It's 7:47 p.m. The show ends at 8 o'clock. Good evening to those of you who are tuning in. Are you back with me, Ed? I'm getting a feedback, something going on here. Okay, so while he's tending to his radio... Yes, sir.
Lady D.
I'm hearing you.
Lady D.
Hello.
Lady D.
I'm here, Eddie. You're not hearing me?
You don't like Corey Goat, but put on some money that we can celebrate.
Eddie,
Yeah,
I am hearing you, but I will not be going with you. I will not be going with you. Eddie, man, you need a new phone.
We have a problem from today, Lady D, with the reader. We got a problem from today.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. You have to get it rectified quickly.
That's why we have some problem.
Okay, I can hardly hear you though because...
You don't eat Corey Goat, you eat pork?
No, I don't eat meat.
No, my phone is okay.
No, man, there, something in the background humming. There's a humming sound to your background there.
Yeah, what you say now?
I said, no, I do not eat meat. I'll not be joining you to eat any curry goat.
I'm saying, what about jerk pork?
I don't eat meat.
Tata.
Bye-bye. Lord, help me. Welcome to Center Stage. All right, somebody's calling. You may give me a call back. 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. Give me a call. Let me hear from you. Because, oh dear. I think I'm having... Caller, do you mind hanging up and giving me a call back? I think I did something a little strange just now. I do apologize. Please call me back. Okay. Let me go to the phone line. Good evening. How are you? Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Lady D.
Yes, my dear. How you been?
How are you? I've been blessed. And good evening to our listeners.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. I really enjoyed that interview with your guest this evening. Very interesting. She's very resilient. Wow.
She is.
Yes, I just wish her well in her endeavors.
Yes, she's a very resilient human being, and she's on her path. She's always very bright, you know.
Very well. That's what happens, when you're resilient and you can bounce back. God is good. Wow. Okay. So, number 45, he had been impeached for a second time, huh?
Yes. But let's see what the final outcome is going to be.
Well, we can only make a prediction, but I think this time, the charges will stick. Why? Because we have a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate. The reason why he got off the first time is because we had a Democratic House, but a Republican Senate. So this time, the Republicans are gunning after him. And moreover, this time, for being impeached for the second time, it was a really dangerous situation that he created, because he gave the orders. He told them, go and march on Pennsylvania Avenue and go to the Capitol. So they followed his direct orders. He gave the orders. So to me, what is so disturbing, the two men who have been the most loyal to him was Barr and Pence. And for him to put Pence in such a dangerous position. Pence's wife and his daughter was in the Capitol at the time. And the crowd, they were chanting, hang Pence, hang Pence. They had a gallows and they had a noose. Boy, they went with fire in their eyes. And it's so really sad. So, he has to be taught a lesson, because he fed his base lies, and they acted upon the lies. And even now, there are those who are still, in disbelief, because there are 97 Republican senators who voted against the impeachment. Can you imagine? And it took 10, only 10 who had a strong backbone.
Yes.
But
hold your thought
it
1
only
minute,
goes.
Pat. Hold your thought 1 minute.
Sure.
Let me see if someone else is on the line. Good evening. Is someone else joining us on the line? Okay, continue, Pat.
Okay. So we see the deception and the lies, the injustice and the lawlessness and the lack of love that have been perpetuated. So, it's about time, time is going to catch up. We cannot spend our lives, hurting people and just doing what we feel like doing and believe it is okay. We get away with it, but there's going to come a point in time when, we have to say enough is enough, and one has to be held accountable. There's no way he can continue on. He's like a loose cannon on a runaway train waiting for a collision.
And then last evening he came with a somber kind of, speech. imploring them.
a demeanor, yes. But you see, it's not coming from his heart.
No.
It's what he was told to say. You know, it's not coming from his heart, no, because from the mayor, he has not conceded, and he's never going to concede that he has lost. Yes. It's not an honest, it's not a sincere, apology. So who am I to say? Absolutely. But they're gonna give it to him this time. They're not gonna let him get away with it. I mean, he is a bully. He's a gangster. I mean, all the negatives that you can think of. That's this how this individual behave, and we cannot overthrow democracy like this. In 2016, look what they did to Hillary Clinton. They'll never forget about Benghazi, and it was not her fault. She was working on a skeleton crew and not much financial resources. And yes. Look at how they have misappropriated and abused the resources that they have had here, on frivolous things. And, it's just to keep themselves in power. Yes. But I wish them well.
Thank you, Pat. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the opportunity to put my 2 cents in, and you have a good evening and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. Blessings to you too.
You're welcome. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. 914-600-4228. I believe I missed a call from someone. 914-600-4228. Once again, 914-600-4228. Remember, I close my program this evening at 8 p.m. So if you'd like to put your 2 cents in, you may give me a call back. 914-600-4228. Okay, let's talk in 2 minutes. Hello?
Yes, Lady D.
Yes.
I just thank Speaker there, Miss Nancy Pelosi.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate how she stood up and the rest with her. Mm-hmm. After all those demeaning things that person passed through at her, yes. I am so happy she stood up.
That's right.
And all who stood with her.
Mm-hmm. She's a tough one. Thank you.
I didn't know she was so tough.
Yes, she's tough, man.
And may God continue to bless her and our new incoming president.
That's right. Thank you, my
Bless you, Baba. Have a good evening and be safe.
You too. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm winding down. I want to say thanks for tuning in. How about some nice, we would say, soft tune.
Your love is one.
This is my R&B Thursday. Had a great time with you, everyone. Thanks to Shannon for joining me, and for my callers for calling me and saying a few words with me. I appreciate you. And those of you who stopped by to just listen and run, I get it. Thanks to Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx, for sponsoring the show. Thank you for tuning in with me, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, SignRadio.net, TouchFMRadio.com, and my audience here at Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Please be careful. I'll do the same. And I'm looking forward to being back on Monday with the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Hope you meet somebody new this weekend. Hope you're able to say hi. And catch up with friends on the phone, say hi to family. And just love, right? As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Blessings and a lot of love to you. I'm out of here.
'Cause baby, this love is so real. Soon as I get home, when I get home, I'll make it up to you. Baby, I'll do what I gotta do.
listening pleasure.
Linkage Radio, come to rule. And we have the angle, the tackle, and we have the tool. Yeah, man, Sanchez, keep it locked. Linkage.
There are radio stations within the air, but to this, none can compare. Try to figure what to think, because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station rules the nation.